So I did some Lotus probability because I was a little bored, and I also actually made a video on how I calculate them, but it was really bad, so I don't know if I want to edit this, which means I don't want to edit this. Um, and so this is where the outcomes. So do you keep a one land hand with temple on the draw? Yes. Do you? It's 76% that you hit your second land in time. Do you keep a non-land? Do you keep a land with one temple on the play? Yes, it's a 61% on the play that you hit a land. Do you keep uh, one land hand that's not temple on the draw? Yes, you also do. The probability is 61% again. Do you keep one land hand on the play that's and the one land is not temple? Not as good as an idea, because then the probability of hitting another land is like under 40%. Okay, so do you keep a hand where Shimmer bails you out, like that Shimmer needs to find like a Lotus Field or Thespian stage on the play? It's only good on the play, definitely, and also on the draw, when you can cast Shimmer turn 2. So if you have Balaget and Temple of Mystery, for example, then that's not so good, because then you can't have the lines Shimmer into the land or Shimmer into scrying. So then the probability would be 40% to get your Lotus and Thespian stage, or how I call them, Tron on turn 4. While when you can cast your Shimmer on turn 2, of like Boseiju and Balaget recovery, not Otavera and Balaget recovery, then the probability on the play is 70% and on the draw about 75%. Well, the 75% was only a number I didn't calculate out exactly, but it was like a rough estimation. And a temple obviously like gives one look. So if you have a hand on the play with a temple and on Otavara and a Shimmer, then the probability will also be 75%. How should you mulligan? So that you have a reliable way to get Lotus and Thespian stage on turn 4, like Tron is like this here, like that you have on turn 4, you have Lotus and a transformed Thespian stage. Like, for example, you cycle a Vizier and scoring on turn 4, that's also there, but I didn't count them in. So you have 31.5% chance that like you have a reliable way. In reality, it's a little bit higher, because I didn't count like lines where you Dark Petition for Thespian stage, or where you Vizier for Sylvan scoring on turn 4. But these lines are mostly rare, so let's take these 31.5%. And what this means is, if you always are willing to multi 4 for these, because if you multi 4 you can't have all the pieces on multi 3, because you need double land Lotus Thespian stage, then the probability is 78. However, if your 7 cards do not have the perfect hand, like a perfect hand would be hypothetically, like this would be one of perfect hands, because you can turn 1 Botanical Sanctum, turn 2 Boseiju, turn 3 Lotus Field, turn 4 Thespian stage, transform Lotus Field. But if your 7 does not have that, like if your 7, I hope I don't draw. If your 7 looks like this, then the probability that you're still gonna find it on a multi 4 is 68%, because that's how probabilities work. So if you get a fine hand, like if the hand, no, I wanted to put this one back. So if your 7 looks like this or something, then you should probably still keep, because you can still play magic with that. Like you can turn 4 Fair of Wishes, and if you have another mana source, Angel of the Gods, or play the Vizier on turn 3 and turn 4 Lotus Field, and then Fair of Wishes for something. And you can still play magic with such a hand, and mulligan always to have Lotus plus Thespian stage is not really feasible. And finding the Lotus probability is very high. Like, I actually forgot what it was, but it's very, very high. So yeah, that's basically everything you need to know. And I stopped the video. Hooray. Ooh, 44.